Hello children, today we are here to study our third chapter of English Reader, which is entitled Flying Balloons. These are not casual balloons with which all children play. They are balloons which fly in the air. This is the chapter. In this chapter, there is a boy whose name is Kamal, and he talks and asks many more things about flying balloons to his uncle, and whole chapter depends on the conversation, and whole conversation are between these two people, Kamal and his uncle, and they are conversing about flying balloons. Let's get started because this chapter is going to be very interesting. Before starting this chapter, first of all, see some hard word. Here is a word adventure. What's the meaning of adventure? Do you know what's the meaning of adventure? Adventure means courageous work. Adventure work means courageous. Next, dangerous. Do you know meaning of danger or dangerous? Dangerous means any awful work or any fearful. Tough, you know already, hard. Anxious means buried. And activities means some exciting action or energetic action. Let's move further to know about this chapter. Kamal, uncle, what do you mean by adventure sports? Kamal is asking to his uncle, uncle, what do you mean by adventure sports? Why adventure sports are called adventure sports? Then uncle says the sports activities like rock climbing, trekking, river rafting, etc. are adventure sports. Uncle speaks or tells some more adventure sports name and said that these are adventure sports. Which one? These are rock climbing, trekking, river rafting, etc. Kamal, why have they been named so? Kamal is asking, they are called adventure sports, but why? Why do we call them adventure sports? Uncle says, there are tough and dangerous activities, but they are exciting too. Uncle says, the one who play adventure sports, they are at risk. That's why these games are called adventure sports. Thus, they are very exciting or very interesting. People take joy, fun and delightment. Kamal, sure it is. The other day, I saw on TV a man climbing rocks with the help of ropes. Now, Kamal is describing one of the event when he was watching television, and in that show a man climbing rocks with the help of ropes. I was very anxious every moment and thought he would fall any moment. Then he shares his anxiety about that man who was climbing rocks, that he thought that he may fall anytime. Uncle. People who take part in such activities do take a lot of training, but accidents may happen. Then uncle says it is correct that people who take parts in these activities or who shows his skill, they have to do work hard to train themselves, or they take lots of training and practice them to improve their skill. But after doing all these things, incidents may take place. Kamal. Last week, I also saw a man flying like a bird among the mountains. Then Kamal described second incident that he saw a man flying like a bird among the mountains. Then uncle says it is called hang gliding. It is called hang gliding. The hang glider is an aircraft without engine. What is hang glider? Hang glider is an aircraft without engine. It has a frame with cloth over it. This frame helps the person flying to hang from it. This is the description about this hang gliding, where the hang glider is an aircraft without engine and it has a frame with cloth over it. This frame helps the person flying to hang from it. See some hard words over here also. This is the name Montgolfier. Montgolfier. And this is Frenchman Francois de Rosier. Frenchman Francois de Rosier. Float. See, float means swim. F-L-O-A-T. Float means swim. This is Frenchman Francois de Rosier. And this Montgolfier. And feet. F-E-A-T, feet. Do you know what's the meaning of F-E-A-T, feet? Feet means stunt. It's related to this balloon. Kamal. These sports must be fun. You can fly like birds. Uncle. Another exciting aero sports is ballooning. Now uncle is describing about this ballooning. Kamal. What is that, uncle? Do people fly balloons? Actually, Kamal does not know about this fly balloon. That's why he understood that uncle is speaking about balloons which were blown out by children. Children used to blow out some balloons. He is understanding the same. He is taking this balloon like that balloon. Uncle. He started laughing. Ha ha ha. No, they don't fly balloons. They fly in huge balloons filled with hot air. Kamal. How is that done? How do people fly in balloons? Now, how do people fly? What's the method that people fly in balloons? Uncle. Long before man flew in balloons. Flew. This is the second form of fly. Long before man flew in balloons. These balloons are specially made huge. These are not small. These are made huge, maybe 30 feet wide. And the material may be cotton cloth or silk. See, these balloons were made out of cotton cloth or silk, and the width of these balloons used to be 30 feet wide. Balloons are filled with light gas or hot air so that it can rise up in air. These balloons are to be for sky. These are not for land, and they had to go in sky. That's why these are filled with hot air or gas, light gas. Below the balloon, a basket is attached to carry people along with it. See, here is a basket. It is attached with this balloon. And for what is it? This is to be taken people. Kamal, wow, how exciting. Who was the first one to fly in these balloons? Uncle, two brothers named Montgolfier. What were the name? It was Montgolfier from France. Achieved this feast. Feast means stunt in 1783. Two brothers named Montgolfier from France achieved this feast in 1783. They first went up in the air in a balloon. They used burning charcoal near the opening of large linen bag. What did they do? They used burning charcoal. Coal means burnt wood near the opening of large linen bag. Opening means mouth of the linen bag. Bag was made of linen fabric, and on the mouth of the bag they kept charcoal, burning charcoal. And what happened then? Filled it with smoke. When burning charcoal is burned, it produced smoke, and with that smoke it is filled. What is filled? This linen bag. The linen bag rose in the air to about a height of a mile and a half. It went on the air. How much? It went a mile and a half. The bag stayed on for about 10 minutes in air. How much time did the bag stay? The bag stayed on for about 10 minutes in air. The bag came down once the smoke became cool. When smoke became cool, because it was filled with smoke, see here it is written, when it is filled with smoke, when smoke became cool, it has come down. Kamal, who was in this balloon? Uncle, no man went up, but living beings like a sheep, a rooster. What's the meaning of rooster? Rooster means a male cock. A rooster and a duck was sent up in a basket with the balloon. In October 1783, the first man to go up in a balloon was Frenchman Francois de Roiser. Long ropes from the ground was tied. When Frenchman Francois de Roiser went, what happened? He tied a rope from the ground so that it would not float away. Float away means it will not swim in the sky. Let's see some hard words. Here hard words is there any hard word? Yes, travel. See this travel. What's the meaning of travel? Do you know? It is journey. Means journey. Travel means journey. And hydrogen, it's a name of gas. One of the gas, hydrogen. And second name of gas is helium. It's helium. And this gondolas. Gondolas means where gondolas is a basket which is attached with the airship and balloon to carry people. These are the gondolas here. These are called gondolas. They are small cabin, very small cabin. Now let's get started our chapter. Kamal. Why tied to the ground, uncle? Uncle. It was because Rozier wasn't sure as to how high the balloon would fly and how it would come down again. A rope was tied from balloon. Why did he tie it? Because he was not sure that how high the balloon would go and it would come down again or not. That's why he tied the balloon to the ground. Later on, the balloons were more reliable. Later on, balloons were more reliable and people traveled long distance. People traveled long distance from one place to another place. They were a means of transport. They were means of transport at what time? During the World War First and Second. Scientists also used balloons to get air miles above the ground. Scientists also used balloons to get air miles above the ground. Whensoever they examine, they use balloons also. The manned balloon. What's the manned balloon? Moving balloon. The manned balloon record is about 21.5 miles. Kamal. So high. So high for what? This 21.5 miles. For this, Kamal is saying so high, uncle. Of course, the lighter the balloon, the greater the height to which balloon will travel. Hydrogen is the lightest gas. So the balloon, if filled with hydrogen, will travel the highest. But hydrogen also catches fire easily. See, hydrogen is the lightest gas. It takes balloon high, but it is risky because it catches fire easily. Helium is the second highest gas. First highest gas is hydrogen and helium is the second highest gas and safe too. So helium is used in the balloons. We could use hydrogen also, but we couldn't because it is risky. It catches fire easily, but helium does not do so. It is also lightest gas, but it is the second lightest gas. Kamal. Uncle, how is it that people still use balloons when they can travel in aeroplanes? Kamal is asking. During the World War of First and Second, people use balloons as a means of transport. Here it is written. Then he is asking, when aeroplanes are used In the era of aeroplane, still people are using balloons. Balloon traveling is fun and exciting. That is why balloons are still used. They are still used because balloon traveling is fun and exciting. Also, many countries of the world have balloon races and balloon shows held. Balloon shows are held. Kamal. Balloon races. Are they held in our country too? Kamal was very exciting about balloon races. Then uncle says, every year a balloon race is held in Delhi. On race day, large number of balloons in colorful designs are seen flying high in the sky. What happens? On the day of race, many balloons in colorful designs are seen flying high in the sky. Each has a basket or gondolas with people in them looking down at us. See, these are gondolas. These are baskets, small cabins where people are sitting and they looking down at the people. They are looking at the people who are down. They are called gondolas. So, uncle is saying each has a basket or gondolas with people in them looking down at us. Kamal, how wonderful. I wish I could go up in one of those balloons. Kamal is saying that I wish I could go up in one of those balloons means there are many balloons. One of them, I wish I could go up in one of these balloons. Uncle, sure. You will go up one day in those balloons and will understand how wonderful it is. Uncle is saying, yes, you will also go one day in those balloons and will understand how wonderful it is. I also had this experience once. Uncle had visited and had experience to be in balloon traveling. And that's why he is saying, I also had this experience once. You should go. You should go too. Kamal, surely uncle. Thank you for all the information. I'll certainly need them for that flight on air balloons. And says, I'll definitely need them for that flight on air balloons. Means he was needed or it is must for him to be known about all these information about. He thanked uncle. And now we have read this chapter and I hope you have understood well and to enjoy a lot while reading this chapter.